Hello, everyone. I'm going to talk about the topic of my research paper, which is the connection between time travel and free will. So here's my thesis statement. People's belief in the free will could be instrumentally valuable from the standpoint of positive psychology, which can be shown by analyzing the connection between time travel and free will in science fiction. Put it in a simple way, I will first analyzing the connection between time travel and free will and what is special about their connection. And then based on that, I will discuss those characters in the science fiction, like what's the psychological distinction and the distinction between their behaviors before they realizing that they don't have free will and after they realizing that. And my essay is based on the theory of single fixed timeline, which means even you can time travel to the past or to the future, but the event that happened in a specific time will not change. And here's my primary text. The first is All You Zombies, where the timeline is very complex. Like there are many time loops. The father, the mother, and the bartender and himself are all the same person, which is a good context to analyze. And the second is about how to live safely in a science fiction universe. It's also a single fixed timeline story. Like the mother is trapped in the same 60 minutes again and again, and the child's you accidentally shoot himself, getting to time loop. So it's somehow related to the topic I will discuss. And here's my main argument. First is the connection between free will and time travel is inevitably complicated. By this, I mean free will and time travel is very special because I think time travel is the only way you can reveal whether free will exists or not. Because when you travel to the past, you will have two memory of the same timeline. So you can compare those two memories and try to find whether they are different or not. And based on that, you can conclude whether free will exists or not. And the second is free will is strongly restricted in some science fiction, even though the characters believe that they can control their own decision. Just like in All You Zombies, at first, when he is a baby or he become a mother, she doesn't know that he is trapped in a time loop. So he's thinking he can control his own decision, but as a bystander, we know that he is strongly restricted in that time loop. And the third is the awareness of non-existent free will is the start of pain. I'm not trying to discuss whether free will exists or not. I'm trying to discuss when people realize, like when characters realize that they don't have free will, how they behave and think differently. And it will cause pain. That's my conclusion. And here's my secondary resources, an essay on free will. That essay have a lot of definitions about free will by different groups of people. And now I'll try to get the core of those definitions and try to refine it and have a like an overall acceptable definition for free will. And that's it. That is enough for my essay. The second is the curious link between time travel and free will. Those essays discuss the time travel, how the time travel complicates the discussion of free will, like the different types of time travel theory corresponding to different explanation of free will. And the third is measuring and manipulating beliefs and behaviors associated with free will. In that essay, he also talks about several experiments with two groups of people. One is believe free will, and the other is they don't. And when they're facing the same event, they have different attitude. Like those have believe in free will behave more positively, like they try to uh, affect their future based on like by their own decision making, by their own effort. But the other group of people, they just prefer to give up. They have like negative attitude towards those events. So that's kind of lead to the pain um, like that I will discuss in my essay. And here is the works cited. And that's the end of my presentation. Thanks for watching.